Shara from Just Tutors, and in today's video we are going to learn about perimeter and area. So the main subtopic which we are going to cover in this video are area, formula for the area of rectangle and that of square, and then we'll try a few word problems on area. So now let's move forward, and here are a few warm-up questions for you. Take your time and give it a try, and once you are done you can resume it after to check your answers. We'll pat you back if all of your answers are correct, and now let's move forward and let's try to understand the meaning of area. So if we talk about area, the basic definition which comes to your mind is area is the amount of space inside a 2D shape. So we can relate area and perimeter. So perimeter is the boundary or the outside, and if I talk about area, that's the amount of space we have inside a 2D shape. So all the space which is inside the boundaries, that's called area. So we can say that area is a way of working out the size of flat shape, and the easiest way of finding the area is by counting the number of squares. So let's start with the first one. If I talk about the shape, so we'll count the number of total squares we have in the shape. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20. So let's say that if each square is of 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, so we can say that the area of this shape is 20 centimeters squared. The same way what we can do is we can work out the area of the next shape. So you can take your time and give it a try. So let's count the number of all the squares here. So that's basically 48 centimeters squared. Now let's move forward towards the next slide and let's talk about area of rectangle. So there's an easier way to find the area of rectangle, like instead of counting number of squares. So what you can do is you can basically times the length with the width. So length is the longest side, which is 6 here, and width is the smaller one, so that's 3. So if you do 6 times 3, so you're doing 6 meters times 3 meters, and your answer will be 18 meters squared. Let's move forward. So here are a few questions for you. Take your time, give it a pause, and once you are done you can resume it after to check your answers. I will pat you back if all of your answers are correct. Now let's move forward and let's talk about the formula for the area of square. So we have a few formulas here, and the most commonly used is side square. So let's say that each side of the square is given 8 centimeters, so you can work out the area of the square by doing 8 times 8 or 8 squared, which is 64 centimeters squared. So now let's move forward towards the next slide. So here are a few word problems related to area. Let's read the first one. So if the length of the rectangle is 15 meter and the width is 9 meter, can we work out its area? So let's recall the fact that we learned that length times width gives you the area of the rectangle. So if you do 15 meters times 9 meters, you'll get the answer or the area of that given shape. So that will be 135 meters squared. Let's read the next question. So it says that each side of a square is 18 meter long. We need to find its area. So area of a square can be worked out by doing side squared. So you can do 18 times 18 to work out the area of the given square. So now let's move forward, and I have a few practice time questions for you. You can please pause the video and try the given questions, and once you are done you can resume it after to check your answers. We'll pat you back if all of your answers are correct, and thank you for watching this video. For more, please visit justtutors.com.